world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. Now, before you're wondering, before we get into the review of Home Sweet Home Alone, I just want to let you know the reason why I have a different background and you can actually see me better is because I'm actually doing this video in my sister's room. So, I have family sleeping over, and I really want to get these videos out, and pretty much everyone's going to sleep, but some people are still awake, so my sister is allowing me to do some videos in here. But, anyways, today, this weekend, a new Home Alone film came out, and it's actually kind of a reboot, but takes place in the Home Alone universe, and, I saw it, and I want to talk about it, so let's start doing that, shall we? The first thing that you gotta talk about with this movie is that as it's a Home Alone film, there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about. Of course, the main kid in here is of course fun and charismatic and likable. He just does all these funny things that is just great. And when he's beating up the burglars, it's also pretty good. And so I think it's just pretty good. And also I really like the stuff that they use that's relating to modern day. Whether it's saying no McDonald's when we get home, or eating M&Ms, or using Nerf guns. It's pretty much a modern day version of Home Alone that I think works in this sort of format. Another thing that I pretty liked is that the relations to the original Home Alone. So it kind of returns the score from the original film, and I really like the score. It's just, it fits in the film, and it just gives you these good vibes for the Home Alone movies. Along those same lines, it also returns the guy that played Buzz in the original two Home Alone films, and this time he's in this movie, and he plays a cop. And I'm guessing that these two movies take place in the same universe because Buzz was actually referencing the stuff that happened to Kevin when he was a kid. And I thought that was kind of cool. So that was a nice little detail that they added into the film. Also, the cast was pretty good and pretty funny. Especially with the burglars here. I thought they were pretty funny. And I would say of all the Home Alone films, the way that the burglars are getting beaten up, it's just hilarious. And it's probably the most well shot of all the Home Alone films. Just the way they're being beaten up, they're like bouncing on the basketball, and then they're like going down the stairs. It's all looking incredible. And I thought the way they did was pretty amazing. So that's my positives on this film. With that said, we're gonna have to move on to the bad. When we move on to the bad, I have to say there's some issues with this film. First off, I think that there are some very weird storylines in this film where the burglars don't really have a specific reason. Like, they're not like actually being criminals. They just want this doll so that way they can just sell money. But they're not actually being bad people. They're just trying to get something and they just want to get out. And the kid doesn't really see it that way, and it sets up all this. And then it feels like, did you really need to beat up these people? And it just doesn't really make sense to me. And then there's just these other scenes that just feel like you're just saying out the most grandest storylines ever, and it just does not make sense. And then with the burglars, it tries to give them all these character tropes, and I feel like, because like we were seeing throughout all the trailers that these were the burglars. And as we're giving them some character depth and a family, it just didn't really need to happen. And that's kind of bad execution when you're doing a trailer for a movie. So that's kind of bad. But overall, I did enjoy it. It's not the best movie ever. There's probably some other things I could have said, but it's sort of mixed for me. So overall, I did enjoy it, but it's not a great film. So that's my review for Home Sweet Home Alone. Before I give you my final score, be sure to comment down below. What were your thoughts on Home Sweet Home Alone? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or right in between? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marble6 and my TikTok is Marble1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my back section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name on Instagram, Marble_6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.